All right, guys, we're back. D.U.E Process, Andrew here once again. And we are here at the Grand Rapids Public Library. We're gonna pay these guys a little visit today. I don't know what the rules are with respect to going into the building due to the COVID restrictions or not, but we'll see what that's all about. But I'll give you a tour of the outside of the building before we get started here, and kind of see if they honor and respect our rights to take photos and videos of publicly accessible areas of public buildings, and give you a good beat on it. It's actually a relatively new library here, so there's a lot of really nice things inside here. So you can see the building itself, it's really new, which is important. So you can see right there, we've got the flag blowing in the breeze, as it should be, as always. And the library's front door right there. Some pretty nice library, actually, for how small the Grand Rapids area is. Grand Rapids does offer you bikes, so it's a bike share thing. There's no bikes in this particular spot, but you can see right here there are some green bikes that are in these bike holders all around town, and you can go ahead and grab those at your leisure and ride them to your destination and put them up, and those are available for public use. So you can see right here, this is the outside of the library. There's some pretty good artwork in here as well. When we go inside, we'll show you some of that. And you can see here as we get around to the front of the building, there are some of those chairs that you saw at the Public Works Commission the other day. These are dedicated to the people who donated the funds to be able to help build the library. Right here you can see the library was actually constructed in 2000, so it's actually not that new. It's 22 years old, so that's pretty good. In honor of Jim and Bay Lyons for their love and care. There you go. That's pretty loud. That's what that was. Grand Rapids, it's in Minnesota's nature. And Grand Rapids welcomes everyone. You can see right here that there is a welcome sign, and then the library hours, as you can see again. So that is the outside of the building here, and see what type of signage we have. Tobacco use is, of course, prohibited within 50 feet of the library, which is appreciated. Those of you who know me know I am not a very big fan of cigarettes. Service animals are allowed, but other than that, no pets allowed in the building, which is, of course, what you would expect in a library. Pets can be somewhat of a distraction. Some confusion, I think, on the emotional support dogs, but my mom, those of you who might not know this either, my mom is actually blind, and she has a leader dog is what she has. They're very similar to seeing eye dogs, which is the most commonly phrased way. Planes are up there spraying those chemicals in the sky again, but you can see a lot of pretty cool stuff right here on the outside of the building, which I find to be very awesome. A couple of people coming and going from the facility, which is good. Reading is a good thing. And then here you can see some of the trash receptacles and things that are around the public library here. It's a pretty good building. Pretty big building. Here's some artwork on the side of it. It looks like a finch, a chickadee. I call them chickadees because they make it sound like a chickadee when they're in the trees. These birds actually don't even fly south in the winter. These guys tough it out here in the wintertime. So those are some pretty tough birds there. And somebody put some artwork up on the top of the building, which is pretty cool. So you can see right there some people coming into the building, coming and going. Come around to the side here. I'm not actually familiar with what's over here. I haven't been over here, I don't think, at all. So looks like we do have a drive-through for the books. Drive-through is currently closed. Visit us inside. I'll take that as an invitation. And then right here, Monday through Thursday, noon to 6 p.m. and Friday they will be open until 2. Library is open until 6 p.m. today because it is, like I said, Thursday. And then please come to the back door. Return for the library materials video drop. Some solar panels. I don't know how effective those are, but it's cute how they put some art around it as a sunflower, and you can see them soaking up the sun rays. There's a couple of them here. I'd be curious to see how much energy these actually do produce up here in northern Minnesota. See some parking back here. I don't know if these are employees. Looks like it is. library staff parking only. So that is a pretty big indicator there that this is, of course, for employees. It looks like we do have a generator of sorts, or air conditioning. Maybe this is air conditioning. I don't know. Could be a generator. That's the gas lines going into the building. And let's see what the signage says on this particular door here as we walk around. Here is a smoking receptacle right here at the edge of the building. It's an interesting ashtray there. Priority mail pickup for the United States Postal Service. I don't know if we can see anything inside there. And then there's an area back here that's pretty peaceful. Come grab a book, sit down in the grass on a picnic table, read your novel, your favorite novel. It doesn't look like there's any actual trail to get down here, so I don't know. I don't really know what that's all about, but I'll just walk through the grass. Here is the mighty Mississippi River. This is actually part of the beginning portions of the Mississippi, those of you who live down south. It's a little bit narrow up here. It's pretty deep now because it's dammed up to prevent flooding down south, but you guys might be able to see some pretty cool footage of that. We'll probably get some of that in a later video for you when we have a different purpose. But here today we're going to be doing a tour of the building of the library here in Grand Rapids, Minnesota. Some graffiti there, kids. Looks like an escape hatch. Don't know what that would be for, but it is there just in case you need to exit the building. Maybe I'm not sure what that's all about. You can see that it is a pretty decent sized building, pretty good sized library. So that's a pretty interesting take on some things. I'm pretty sure when we go inside the building, they might try to give us a hard time about filming and whatnot. So we'll see when we do get inside. We're not going to be very loud. I'm not going to do a lot of talking while I'm in here. Mostly because as it is a library, or some stained glass art, I want to get some of that footage for you guys so you guys can see what type of stuff is available inside of the public library here. You can see there's a gentleman there reading his books or his literature, whatever that might be about. Let me know in the comments, guys, what you guys think about, sorry about the sun, about those chemicals they're spraying in the sky there. I know there's a lot of people out there who think that planes don't spray chemicals in the sky, but they do. They do it here all summer long, and they just scatter that stuff across the sky. You'll see the planes. When we get some better cameras, we'll actually show you what they look like when they are doing it. If you guys are curious about how that works, it's kind of a scary thing, especially since they say they don't do it. That's what makes it even more scary as we kind of try to figure out what the objective is as it relates to that. So I don't know what this door here is all about. Let's go take a look. Does not look like it is an entry door at all, so it's an emergency exit only. You can't see that from this side, but it is an emergency exit, so we won't be spending too much time trying to get in that door. There's the Mississippi right over there. As you guys can see, it's flowing very well. And here we are, back at the front of the building. So get some footage of the front of the building, and then we'll go inside and take a look at some of the artwork that's in there. Here you guys can see a good view of the front of the building. So I don't go out into the street, but there is a good view for you guys to see. Grand Rapids Public Library at the front of the building. Let's let's go inside and see if we can take a look at some of the artwork around the building. Obviously social distancing. It's been a thing for some time. This is the foyer. And here we are. Arrowhead Transit. I'm going to keep my voice down in here, guys, because like I said, I do have a deep voice. It does tend to carry, so we'll be getting some footage. Not doing a lot of talking. Landon Foundation. That's the paper company that we were just visiting. Meeting rooms are closed. Is the emergency exit. And here, this is the side of the building where looks like the power is. This is one of the meeting rooms. These are currently closed, obviously due to COVID restrictions. Some lockers, a place to hang your jacket, defibrillator. There's a Dropbox on the other side of this, I presume. And then here, you can see some of the books, some public information here inside the building. Passports, I guess you can get those here. Here's some of that art I was telling you guys about. Looks like it's a book of all the individuals who have donated to the library. The year the roses died. So I'll just get a good little view of that for you guys. You guys can read that. Hopefully you guys can see the whole thing. Let's go inside and take a look at some of the artwork in the building. Like I said, guys, I'm not going to do a lot of talking while I'm in here. Welcome back. Obviously, the library has been closed for a period of time. See right here, we're coming up on 2 o'clock.
Right in the pool. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, that sounds so much.
It's the children's section of the library over here. Our kids like coming here. They used to have toys and all kinds of stuff in this little area over here, but I think that's more for reading. Take a look at the map. I think that's pretty cool. You guys get a good look at the atlas. Pretty cool. It's a pretty good community, guys, for families and whatnot. Kids can come here and they can watch birds. There's actually a lot of birds outside. You can see out here, out in those trees, there's quite a few different types of birds and chipmunks and squirrels and all kinds of things out there. But again, the Mississippi's right over there. See some of the artwork on the walls here. Some of the art projects from local schools. Oh, Garfield there. It's pretty cool stuff. Those stained glass windows that I was showing you from the outside of the building right here. I feel really comfortable inside the library. We've almost toured the entire building here, guys. It's pretty, quiet room if you guys need to do some studying. There's another one in here. I don't know if these are open to the public or not at the moment. Oh, maybe they are. There's an ecosystem in a bottle there. These are always pretty cool to see. Doesn't look like it's a real plant, but I think it is. It's a bulletin board if you guys have something that you wanted to add to that. I don't know if you can or not. You probably have to get some permission from the librarian. Here's some more artwork. Oh, the salt mine. There's some more right here. You get a good beat of the size of the building here. It's pretty big. Another meeting room that is currently closed due to COVID. And this is called the Riverview Room. Not sure why, but it is. obviously they are closed. A couple of them actually on the top here. It's a pretty cool looking ship over there. We'll have to go take a look at that. This looks like the office of the library director. Just got a sign, POKEGAMA Avenue South. Will Reicher, library director. 4-H is pretty big around here as well, obviously. Staff and volunteer entrance. Flowers there. It's a pretty cool looking ship. I wonder what this is. Victory. There's pretty cool. And you can come on down this way and you can see some of the reference sections. And on the other side of that model ship right there. That there's pretty cool. And some of the offices and whatnot. Another piece of art here. Let's get a good view of that. And then if you guys need to get library cards, if you are here, I believe this is actually where you come to do that. It's right here at the front of the library. So that's when you return your books. One more piece of art right there. It's pretty good stuff, guys. And then that was donated by the Riverview. Hi, how are you?
Good.
Pretty cool. So this is the Grand Rapids Public Library, guys. Pretty good library for a community of this size. And so here we are back in the foyer again. And then what we'll do is we'll cruise on out of the library today. And there you have it, guys. Like we said, here in Grand Rapids, northern Minnesota area, Itasca County specifically, is where we've been doing most of our audits. And no issues. No, they get a solid pass here at the Grand Rapids Public Library. Hopefully you guys had a little bit of a good tour of that. Just opened up recently, so we're happy to have it back opened and ready to rock and roll. So let me know what you guys think. People just do not have any issue with us taking photos and videos of publicly accessible areas of these public buildings here. And obviously that doesn't make a very exciting video, but we'll end up finding those people who do have issue, who take issue with that, and hopefully we can have some mutual conversations that help kind of alleviate some of the pressure that we feel here in the United States with the Constitution taking the beating that it truly is. And this is us putting our foot down, drawing our line in the sand, and making sure that our rights do remain intact, because rights are like muscles. If you do not exercise them, they go away. And the best thing you guys can do, if you guys like what we're doing here, is to just kind of subscribe to the channel, like the video, throw a comment in there, and share this out to all your social media. That would help our channel grow. It helps us tremendously and doesn't cost you a dime, and we would appreciate it as much as possible. So Andrew signing out. Have you a great day. This is D.U.E Process.